Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thank you so much for joining me here. Hope you're having a fantastic day. We're taking a look here at Matic. We're going to clean up this chart and essentially talk a little bit about this rising wedge pattern and how that potentially has some ramifications for the price action to pull back, but also just more important, some back-end data, kind of see roughly what's going to be happening on with liquidation, right? Because that's an important thing we want to kind of pay attention to is liquidation levels, because that really just helps us understand kind of where things are going and what the focus is for the whales, right? So we can jump right into that here quickly. Just to note, in the last 12 hours, we've seen a massive amount of liquidations occur right here at about the 84, 85 cent range, and anyone that was shorting just got wrecked. We got some longs, of course, with liquidation levels of about 82 to 80 cents, so that could be the next focal point for some whales if they're going to pull the price action back, but we'll pay attention to that and much more. Keep in mind, if you are struggling with KYC or VPN requirements in the US or Canada or other countries, we got you covered here. We wanted to partner with a new exchange that's fantastic, extremely good, reliable exchange. Bitunix is the exchange name. You use my link down below, of course, you'll qualify for some benefits there. Essentially, there's some loot boxes and some deposit rewards. Be sure to check them out. They're a phenomenal exchange. My stamp of approval, I've worked with tons of exchanges, and I don't recommend them lightly. Okay, so again, be sure to check them out. So daily time frame, we want to talk about this. Look at how the price wicked all the way down to this level. Unfortunately, I slept through this little alert here. We'll go ahead and remove that because I was planning to get in at this lower level, which is a previous close. Again, previous week or monthly closes are extremely important levels. That's why we saw the price action have trouble here and had some support here. Okay, so we can summarize here that with us being above this level for now, that could be a potential support level. The price action comes back down and consolidates there. We're looking for consolidation at the 85, 86 cent mark. So for now, why don't we go ahead and talk a little bit about some potential playouts here. So in other words, if the price were to pull back according to Elliott Wave here, if this is the highest point and the price is going to go, we could see a pullback as low as about 74 cents. I don't subscribe to that just yet because we're seeing a lot of money flowing into this coin. And with the money flow index being high, we are in a situation where the price action is going to be able to sustain itself. We also have a MACD, well, I don't say, sorry, stochastic RSI, same thing as a MACD on the RSI. We had a divergence here recently, and look at what's happening. It's coming back down when the price action is going up. So in truth, that's kind of a conflicting indicator, which I don't prefer to use on a daily time frame, but it does kind of indicate that we had this shift in momentum. We came back down to bounce off this key level. So we'll talk about that key level here on the 4-hour time frame. Let's go ahead and see what that looks like here. So first of all, let's pull up our Elliott Wave, kind of see. This does tell us a different story. So in other words, if this is the lowest point which the price action is going to go, which so far seems pretty indicative, we can summarize that the current price where it's at is going to be the highest point for now. In other words, you always establish a higher high after a higher low based on the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pattern. And if you've watched my videos at all, you'll note that, or you'll probably understand that if this price does end up pulling back, we're going to see an ABC pattern, basically 2 lower lows and a lower high. Okay? So that's kind of what we're looking at there as potential. Is that a reality? Well, let's talk about a few other factors here. So look at the RSI. We stayed above 50. Look at that perfect bounce off that level. That's the exact thing I like to trade into, is buying a RSI at 50 dip as well as a previous resistance level turn support. That's exactly what happened there at 77 cents. So congrats to anyone who got in at 77. We got a MACD convergence here as well, showing that we have significant momentum, breaking this most recent high, and the likelihood of the price action continuing further up is greater. Okay? Furthermore, if we were to see a price pullback, just to kind of note this here, the likelihood of the price hitting 0.382 is moderately high if it were to pull back to that level and bounce, because this is the most recent high. This is kind of aggregating itself really close to the previous monthly candlestick close, and that's an important support and resistance level. So to me, I think 85 cents would be an awesome place to get in if the price does pull back to that level, because that would give you an option to be able to leg up and go further with it. So again, this coin's definitely looking pretty strong here. Congrats to any Matic holders out there holding onto this coin. Oh, you know what? Let's draw some trend lines, make sure we're in good shape here. We did dip below the 20-day SMA, but we're back up above there. We got the 50-day SMA as well. So we'll just go ahead and pay attention to this guy here and kind of see roughly where we're at if the price does come back down. So again, we're honoring a lot of good ascending trends, and that's where you really want to be. And the truth is that this coin's in very good shape, especially with this extra amount of volume coming in. Even if it doesn't hold, it's still a pretty darn good sign. Take a look at Ichimoku Cloud. All green lights here to leave your long position open and or to consider even taking one, because we have free and clear price action there. We've got the conversion line well above the baseline, and the cloud is averaging itself out just below here, right at that 0.5, 0.382 Fibonacci level. Again, I mentioned 0.382 being that potential bouncing point. price pulls back, look for consolidation at this level here at about 85 cents, and that would be an excellent place to consider taking entry. So to me, I'm just going to go ahead and set an alert here at about 85. If that triggers here a little later today, I might consider a long entry from there. All right, that's pretty much what we got. Just be careful though. Again, I get a lot of questions. Hey, should I short this coin? I get probably that same question multiple times on multiple different trading pairs, and the short answer is no. Right now, it's not a good idea. Keep in mind, Bitcoin is pulling back a little bit, and if it does pull back even further, we will see a lot of these altcoins that are overextended take a pretty massive nosedive. I mean, we saw some pretty significant corrections just from Bitcoin retesting that like 36,700 range. So just bear in mind there, things are kind of on a razor's edge right now. If Bitcoin is manipulated tomorrow or soon, which is a very common characteristic in trading right now, cryptocurrency, we could see some issues there. Just be mindful of that. Either way, nonetheless, we're looking pretty good otherwise. Thanks again for watching. Again, make sure you check out our fantastic exchange here. Nice, healthy deposit and reward bonuses there just for registering. Bitunix, thank you again for providing no VPN, no KYC options for our US and Canadian members. Have a great rest of your day. We'll see you all in the next one. Thanks again for your time. Take care.